So today we're working on bridge again. You remember in the previous thing I pretty much got the bridge ready to go. I decided that I needed to add some decoration to it, and when I bought my new rosette to go in for this guitar, as clients, yeah, not prerogative is probably a good word, or clients' wishes. So I got that. There's the rosette. I'm getting ready to do the channel so that I can put the rosette in there. But while I got that, I also got some extra pieces that are really nice, and I may add that to the headstock. Still kind of thinking about what that might look like on there. I think it would look really nice. But right now I'm working on this, and so what I've done is on the back side of the bridge on the tie block, I've begun taking my chisel and very carefully removing some material from the top of that to inlay this piece on the top into that tie block. It'll look really nice once it's on there. Just taking care to make sure that it's a good fit. It's not going in quite yet, so as soon as it starts to slip in real nice and easy, get that glued in and trim some of the excess on there. But that's what I'm working on right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get this down here. So the basic part of this process is to take your chisel that's narrower than your spot and very carefully removing material there. Now, because I've already removed most of that material, now I'm taking the end of that chisel and I'm very carefully making sure that the bottom is good and flat, ready to accept my inlay. And I'm also making sure that these side areas have been scraped and are square. And I'm also doing that because I need to make sure that this fits in real nice. So right now, let's see. Okay, so we are good and tight. I'm gonna scrape it one more time. It looks like it's going in, but not quite. So I'll remove just a little bit more. It's great material. Because what will happen is as soon as I get glue in there, it's going to swell up a little bit. I am going to use CA glue for this. I know it leaves a dark line, but if you'll notice, the wood I'm using right here is dark. So I'm not worried about a dark line. And the edge of my strip here is black, so that'll blend. Okay, that sits in there almost flush. I could force that in if I want to. So that should be ready to go. Basic thing here is that you want to remove material, but not too much. So dibble dabble dooble. Center it up. Press it in. Good and flat as far as you can get it in there. And in fact, now that I have that off of there, get me a big firm piece of wood right here. I'll press all the way across, and then I'm going to clamp that. I use 2 clamps. One. And 2. All right. The beauty of the CA glue, so that what I'm using here is Gorilla Super Glue. This has a little longer oper time. It's a thicker glue, more medium to heavy viscosity glue as far as CA glue goes. That means that glue up takes a little longer, maybe a minute or 2 for it to really set, which I like. But it also means that it kind of fills those cracks a little bit. Now what I'll do is after I remove that, I can then sand to get it flush. And when I do that, if I find that there's a space there that I need to cover up, a small area, you know, that didn't get glued or something, I can actually use the CA glue. I can wick a little bit in there and sand that area, and it'll disappear with this dark side, the dark wood from the bridge. And it won't do that, like if you're trying to do that with binding on the top, it won't work that way, but for a bridge or for doing something with the back and sides, it works pretty good for this.